often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, down here on the field before the game, it is absolutely insane. These Ole Miss fans are letting Lane Kiffin know just how angry they are that he left to take the LSU job. Now he brings his Tigers back into the Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense will have the football first. Hotty-toddy ringing throughout the night. The last time these two got together and Ole Miss won a tight one.
And there was celebrations long after that game at the library, City Grocery, Big Bad Breakfast, fans partying well into the night, all off season. And now that they get a chance to get back on and meet up again with LSU in this one, you know they're going to be fired up, ready to go.
And that wasn't lost on LSU. Like, they understand. They saw the Grove was flooded. They saw fans taunting LSU fans ad nauseum. They want some payback. They're coming back to get their flower.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
This offense has it with really good field position. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds a little space. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. On the move, it's It's Lacy. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll start on the ground with Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Levin. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Breaks the tackle. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. They want to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive, and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fakes to grab. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. LSU lining up 1st and goal. To the air, it's Levin. Going for 6. Touchdown, LSU! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Hollywood.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Dances away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to Caden Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. LSU quick to the line.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. On the ground, it's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Lacey. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look, and we'll step aside. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words, and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking for space to the left. Fires on the move. And the missed connection on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On the run, it's Lindsey. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gill. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. From the red zone, it's Lindsey. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
It's a draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Here's a give to Durham. He's there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got his man downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connect. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Haas. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket. Run a bootleg to the left where he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires downfield. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. And it's no good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Rush is on him. On the move, he fires. Got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. And it's the Buckeyes in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Now back to your game inside Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, the Rebels head coach told me at the half, one of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
All right, Holly. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Gill. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. LSU right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Quick release by the QB. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have...
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a little room there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
When we get man coverage, definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
This time they'll go to the running game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out, and they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do it.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
They're throwing for it on a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. The Tigers are back on top.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Plows through the defense. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Holly Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
LSU quick to the line.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great run.
Caught, and he's got room. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. The option, the keeper. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught. Touchdown LSU. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
A single extra point doesn't help you much at this stage, so they'll go for 2 and try to push it out to a field goal late. They'll run it with Caden Durham. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed. Now, first down. You can see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him! And they got it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable, so great job getting out of bounds.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up. Ball, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And still a 1-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a 1-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. 4th quarter, I got to go make this happen.
Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another down.
Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.